Hey, Shalom, Akim, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Yours in this gospel, bro, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just a quick lesson through the spirit. Going into the spirit of betrayal. As we know that we're in a time now that is very volatile, okay? We're on the verge of economic collapse. This whole scandemic thing is resurfacing. Jobs are scarce. Money is acting funny. And people, they're frustrated, and ultimately people that speak the truth are going to be blamed for the ordeal that's happening. All the hell that's getting ready to come on the planet Earth. They're getting ready to blame the men of the Lord for such, instead of looking at us like, oh, well, they must be divinely inspired through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. These men are actually bringing this shit upon us, which clearly you have the elites. You have what they call the WEF, or the World Economic Forum. You have these men blatantly coming out telling you what they want to do. Kill Gates telling you straightforward that we have to get rid of billions of people, but yet somehow, some way, we're still blamed for the fucking cause. Like, we're the ones that bought the scandem. Like, we the ones that conjure up some shit in the laboratory, brothers in the truth, and then all of a sudden we went around and sprinkling angel dust in people's hot dogs. Like, give me a fucking break, man. Okay, these things are foretold in the scriptures and are ultimately prophesied in the scriptures. Okay, whether you believe it or not. And we're in a time now that people was getting ready to be on some cutthroat shit, because we saw during the first lockdowns how there was a complete division among the people here in Babylon the Great. Okay, you had states that was on board with this madness, and then you had states that just wasn't budging. They like, look, we're not dealing with this shit. We don't trust any of you clowns in office. We don't trust any of your we don't trust none of you people. And they stood their ground and they made it through. But yet they've made enemies as far as the people that they was close with, relatives, friends, co-workers, all this shit, because there's going to be a great division among the people, which there already is. Okay, like when you go to a particular job or organization and you telling people, well, look, I'm not dealing with the Jamba Juice, people going to look at you like, man, you're the problem, the reason why this shit is going down. Because people are too fucking stupid to put two and two together to know that they're dealing with the wicked and the evil tainted fucking society, man. All right. Jake is that goddamn naive to the point they will blame you for protecting yourself before they blame the motherfuckers who enslaved them for 500 plus years. And that's family too, man. And me, I'm glad the Most High got me the fuck away from my family, bro. Like, the Lord got me way away from them niggas, man, to the point you can't implicate me in shit. You know what I'm saying? So if Esau decides to throw my mama a bag and try to get her to flip against me, I don't see my mother like that. I don't talk to my mother like that, man. We're 500 miles apart. Fuck she gonna say? You know what I'm saying? So that's that's gonna be a very volatile effort. But see, this devil is slick though, man, because he has a way of flipping people. So I'm coming to say this: you gotta watch motherfuckers that's around you. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep your circle close, and you got to make sure the people that's in your circle, you got to make sure that they're solid. You got to make sure that they're unbreakable, man. You got to make sure they're willing to go through the trenches with you, because the scriptures say a real friend and a brother is known through adversity. So as all hell break loose and you're seeing these particular endeavors, with people betraying one another, and a nigga reveal his true colors, man, when all hell break loose. You know what I'm saying? Like my bro D-Man said, he said, look, a nigga will sell you cheap, man. Cheap. You got to watch the women you deal with. You got to watch the kids. You got to watch the families. You got to watch your family. You got to watch motherfuckers in your own circle. And that's not to say to look at brothers at a side with eye. But at the same time, being circumspect, because what did Yahweh Shai tell Judas? What did he tell the 12? He says, look, behold, I have 12 of you, but one of you is a devil. So basically, he's seen it, man. He knew. All right. Also, you out there on the highways and the hedges, people are walking by. They're snapping pictures. They're looking at videos. They pointing you out. Neighbors, man, they may not agree with you, or they may figure like you into some higher knowledge type shit, you know. Oh, he's a Hebrew Israelite. I hear him doing his lessons at 10 o'clock in the morning. They seem kind of finicky. I don't really know if this is what we want to deal with. For you know it, you got motherfucking authorities banging at your door trying to bring you in and accuse you of some high treason shit when you ain't doing nothing but bringing out the scriptures. So yeah, brothers, man, you got to really keep your heads on the swivels out here and really stay focused, because I typed in the word betray and precepts came up, and we all are familiar with these precepts. But it says Matthew 24:10, and it reads here, I'm going to start at verses 8. It says, and all these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Why? Because we coming with this truth. We coming with this wisdom and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? And we're coming with the faith. We're coming with the truth. We're telling our people, look, a better kingdom is coming, a better society that we don't have to be slaves anymore. We don't have to be under the subjection of the so-called white man and his forces. We don't have to be subjugated to Satan and his wickedness anymore. But yet we're going to have a ruler that's going to rule this world in righteousness. And when you speak on that, people don't want to hear that shit, man. Because it does away with the now. It's like, okay, but we getting money now. We want our apartments now. We want our jobs now. And you're talking about that this place is getting ready to be destroyed? What kind of what kind of treasonous are you? America's going to be destroyed? Nah, nigga. I got to get my social security check. You talking that crazy shit. I love Jesus, man. And yet you're basically telling them that it's a good future ahead for them. But yet you're the bad guy, you know? And it says here, and they shall deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you. Okay? And you should be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then many should be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another. And you seeing that now. You know, like I said, during the first LD, hey, you saw that. You saw people that was literally at each other's throats, man. That was literally at each other's heads. All because, you know, the division. Oh, well, you ain't got a mask. You can't come here. If you ain't got the three-pointer, you can't come up in here. Basically treating you like you a fucking outcast, man. And then when you try to show people the evidence on what it was doing to people, people will call you seat theorists. They'll call you fear-mongering. They'll say, oh, man, you that's disinformation. Well, yet the fucking government didn't change their story up 3 times on your dumbass. And you still can't put 2 and 2 together. But when you come with some shit outside of NBC or MSN or, you know, Fox 32, when you come with anything alternative from that, they can't believe it because they've been programmed to believe in the mainstream narratives, man. But it's going to get a lot of you people fucked up out here. Okay, it's going to get a lot of you people destroyed out here because you're so goddamn stupid. You know, believing in something that you can't even fucking fathom. You know? And it says here, because iniquity should abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Okay, family betraying families, mothers betraying fathers, fathers betraying daughters, daughters betraying brothers, brothers betraying brothers. And ultimately, our biggest threat is going to come from niggas writing the truth, man. Okay, men that call themselves Hebrew Israelites, even some men that call on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Them the ones you really got to really watch. Like the brother said, it ain't going to just be some random nigga on the street. Oh, I don't like this. He don't know you. How he gonna indicate you in anything? This dude never seen you a day in his life. He's gonna make up something on you? Nah. This is gonna come from within. This is gonna come from households. This is gonna come from your women, your children, your brothers, your sisters, other camps, man. Because you better believe once they spin a narrative on the men of the Lord, you better believe that these other camps that took that back, you better believe that they gonna hop ship, bro. They gonna jump ship quick. Oh, well, we never messed with them GMS guys anyway. We thought they was a little strange. They was always angry. They was always cursing out the black woman, calling a white man the devil. We told them that they couldn't be doing that. These same niggas are going to be the ones that's going to be trying to implicate you and shit. And then fuck around and get railroaded in the process. Okay, because one thing the Lord hates is a treacherous ass nigga, man. Treachery. All right. Next precept here. And I'm just going through the precepts here. Matthew 26 and Yep, this is Matthew 26 And I'm going to start at verses 14. It says, Then one of the 12 called Judas Iscariot went into the chief priests and said it to them, What will ye give me? And I will give him unto you. Money, man. Niggas will sell you out. Hey, look, you know that that apostle that teaches with them other older guys? We'll give you 15 bands if you go and you give us a location or you make up something on them. We even create a deep fake to solidify your point just to hem his ass up. I'll give you 15,000 right now if you can deliver me apostle such and such head on a platter. Niggas gonna do that, man. And that's the scary thing about being in bigger groups too, man. Because you know when you around, like, let's say if you got 100 brothers in a group, you already know some nigga in there ain't right, man. Okay, and it's even scarier when you have a 5, 6, 7 man camp. Out of 7 men, one ain't right. But it's easy to put the scope on that nigga because you can watch him carefully. Versus a nigga in a 100 man camp that's sitting back, secretly hating the brotherhood, you know, got his FBI badge in his back pocket. Niggas like that, man. You know, you gotta watch Jake, you know, because all Jake ain't in this truth for to serve the Lord, man. A lot of Jakes are in this thing to serve their own belly. You know, this is why you gotta keep your circle close, man. I don't get familiar with no motherfucking body. I don't give a damn. Look, the brothers in my camp, we know each other on a semi-personal level, man. I don't be around them dude, and you know, and them my brothers, man. I know them, they know me. You know what I'm saying? They know, we know each other. We have a bond with each other, but I'm not into these men's personal lives, man. Neither are they in my fucking personal life, man. Hey, look, I may see them twice a week, depends if we get up, you know, in camp or when we doing our classes, man. And when we do our classes, since we're so far apart, we do the live stream because brothers' schedule's a little weird, man. Okay, so, you know, brothers, you know, for convenience for everybody's sake, when we do our classes, we hop on a live stream or like the chat room thing and do our classes that way. You know what I'm saying? Like today, we gonna link up and we gonna do some filming on the good neighborhoods versus the bad neighborhoods in Kansas City. Lord's will, that be out later on this evening. You know, if the brothers can make it. But yeah, man, brothers ain't coming to my house 7 days a week, man. You know, and I'm not saying that they can't come over here and do what they gotta do, but I ain't that kind of dude, man. Y'all look, y'all got your own lives, your own families. Deal with y'all shit. Y'all gotta make your own call and election sure. If it ain't important, you know what I'm saying? What we need to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. What we need to talk about. If it ain't important, if it ain't about camp business, you ain't in no trouble, you ain't in no jam, then the fuck we need to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's something that we doing to edify each other. Other than that, my life is very secluded. I don't let everybody in my circle. And I do that for a reason because you can't trust motherfuckers out here. And I'm not saying anything with them brothers because them brothers have proven to be trustworthy. But I'm just saying in general. So if my own camp doesn't know my personal life, what make you think you gonna fucking know it? You know? And that's how you gotta be in this thing, man. Apostle Tara said, he said, look, man, hey, I may talk to him on the phone, high and by, I see him one, and I'll see you when I see you at the camp. He said, we don't fucking hang out like that no more. When you young, you hang out all the time. But when you get older in this thing, you like, man, I ain't got to be around y'all. Y'all good. Y'all know what y'all got to do. Y'all do it. Y'all have a problem, give me a call. We'll fix it and be done with the shit, man. You don't need to be at my fucking house 24/7, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't need to be at their crib 24/7. They got their own shit going on. You know, and that's how we run our business out here. You know, so all that linking up bullshit, all the guy, man, fuck all that, man. And then you got certain brothers that like to hang out. And we do hang out. We do get together. We kick it. We do. But it's every so often because we understand how important this thing is. Not to get overly familiar with each other because familiarity breeds contempt. You know, and when a Jake gets too familiar with you, he stopped looking at you as you're his elder, and then he started to get too comfortable with you, and then he started to get out of line, and then you have to do shit, and then it becomes an offense. You know, and that's how a lot of brothers get kicked out of the truth because they get too familiar with each other, man. You know, oh yeah, we friends. Yeah, we're friends. We're brothers. But don't get too fucking close. You know? But it says here, and it says, what will ye give me? And they would deliver him unto you. And they covenanted with him for 30 pieces of silver. And at that time, he saw opportunity to betray him, man. Okay, and that's the point. He betrayed Yahushua, man. over 30 pieces of silver. And then he tried to give it back. And then they were like, nigga, we don't want your money. Nigga, we got our big fish. We got who we want. You could go fuck off. To the point the nigga killed himself because he was so ashamed and he was so broken in his spirit because he know he fucked up. That's why we telling you, if you a spy in this thing, man, and you looking to spy out brothers and try to get brothers on technicalities, you a low piece of shit. And the Most High is gonna fuck your ass up, man. To whoever this shit applies to. If you a fucking snake, I don't give a damn if you my mama, man. May the Most High visit you ASAP. You know what I'm saying? If you a fucking snake and a sellout, and you willing to sell out your brothers, your brethren, and sell out the ministry for fucking money, or for a cheap date, then you ain't shit, man. Straight up. You know, nigga go through some things, man. As soon as a little fire touch him, he want to start singing. Oh, well, I know where he live at. I know where he keeps his money. I know what he says to his woman. I know how his woman look. Man, you's a bitch ass nigga, bro. And Most High gonna clean up niggas like that, bro. You gonna get the worst judgment. All right. Now it says, now the first day of the unleavened bread, which is the Passover, the disciples came to Yahushua, saying it to him, what would thou be prepared to eat the Passover? And he said, go into the city to such a man and say to him, the master saith, my time is at hand, and I will keep the Passover at the house of my disciples. And the disciples did as Yahushua had appointed them, and they made ready the Passover. Now when the time was come, he sat down with 12, and they did eat. And he verily, I said unto you, that one of you shall betray me, man. And they were exceedingly sorrowful, and began every one to say unto them, Lord, is it I? Because you can imagine, bro, when Jake get on high alert like that, and somebody say, oh, well, it's a snake among us. You looking around, you looking. Everybody's looking at you, you looking at everybody. Everybody's kind of looking at each other with the side eye, man. It's like, damn, who is the snake? And it always be the motherfucker you never expect, bro. You know what I'm saying? It'd be the motherfucker you don't expect, to the point it's obvious that it was him the whole time. The whole time this nigga acting like a brother, or acting humble, or your father or your sister or your brothers in the world, or your girl. You know, motherfucker, love your dirty draws, man. You know, feeding you, cooking for you, man. Take you on trips. Basically trying to infiltrate you, man. Get you to let your guard down. And he answered and said, he that dipped his hand in me in a dish, the same shall betray me. It says, and the Son of Man goeth as it is written of him, but woe unto that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. It had been good for that man if he had not been born. Then it says, then Judas, which betrayed him, and answered and said, Master, is it I? And he said unto him, thou hast said. Fuck. Oh, maintenance people. And he says, Master, is it I? And he said it to him, thou hast said. And as they were eating, Yahushua took bread and blessed it and brake it, and he gave it to the disciples and said, take and eat, this is my body. You see? So, yeah, we're coming into some very, very treacherous times, brothers, man. Okay? Very treacherous, bro. Got to be careful, man. You got to pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to people. We're not saying give people just decide, oh, you a snake. Nah, man. But just watch for certain trends. Watch what people say. Watch how people behave around you. Watch them if they being too fucking nice. Like, what are you so fucking nice for? Somebody's always give you compliments 24/7. Like, motherfucker, I ain't did shit. You know? And then you're going to have some people that just really gravitate towards your aura, bro. Like, certain people just going to see good in you. And you can't, you know, you have to be able to discern. You can't just say, all right, well, you a snake because you sound too good to be true. That may actually be a person who the Most High is blessed to be in your circle, man. And at times reveals itself, you know. You know, like I said, experience trumps all things. When you experience certain things in life, then you know what to look for. But if you brothers never experience any type of betrayal or treachery, then you probably won't see it coming because you don't know what to look for. The signs are always evident. Just like Jake dealing with women and she's an adulterer, a serial adulterer, but you don't know what to look for. So the signs are there, but it's not evident because you don't know what to look for. You know what I'm saying? That's like somebody putting a blindfold over you and telling you to go outside and look at the stars. I mean, you know they're there, but you can't see it because you blindfolded. You know? One more precept. Matter of fact, nah, John 6 and 71. In John 6 and 69, it says, and when we believe that are sure that thou art the anointed and the son of the living power, and Yahweh shall answer them, it says, have I not chosen you 12? And one of you is a devil, a demon, man, a nigga. And he spake of Judas Iscariot, the son of Simon, for he it was that should betray him, being one of the 12. So one of his own men in his camp betrayed him. And this is only 12 men. So just imagine how many spies you got in a fucking 100-man camp. Not having any shade against brothers in 100-man. That's beautiful you got that many brothers. But look how big these other congregated IUIC, look how big that is. You know, it ain't nothing but ops in that fucking camp, man. You can just know when Jake is flaky, man. Like, you can kind of see it in Jake's spirit. You know, Jake come up to the camp. I could read people instantly. I'm like, yeah, this nigga flaky. And they'll pick up on it, and then they don't come back because the spirit don't have them to come back. You know, I believe here in Kansas City, we're very protected. You know, the Lord just don't allow anything because it's such a smaller church. Lord, don't let anything fly behind this camp, man. You come up here, you're going to be very scrutinized. If you ain't showing consistency, don't fucking come back. You know what I'm saying? I'll size a nigga up real quick coming up to the camp. I'll look at you, and I may give you a dirty look like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't deal with that type of pressure, then this ain't for you. Because my question to you, where the fuck you been at? You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta watch motherfuckers, man. I suspect anybody. I don't trust not a fucking soul. You know, I don't give a damn if you gave me $1 million, nigga. You giving me $1 million for it. All the motherfuckers in the world, you want to give me the money? Nah, nigga. Then you could just be nice too. That's a good thing. But overall, nah. I expect I suspect all shit, man. That way, when it does happen, I'm not gonna be, oh my God, I already seen it coming. You know, you just gotta be circumspect, bros. And like I said, I'm not telling you to look at men in a funny way. Look at brothers in your camp sideways. Nah, man. Brother been doing what he's supposed to do, then let him do what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? Because believe it or not, all brothers in your camp ain't fucking snakes. And we ain't talking about just brothers in your camp. We just talking about in Israel, period. You know what I'm saying? And just in general. You know, like this one clown, I made a statement a while ago. I said, shit, man, hey, any of your brothers up here can be sent. And then one nigga got emotional on the comment and said, he's saying brothers in this campus. But man, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Just because your dumb ass is too naive to see through the bullshit, nigga. Don't try to fault other men because they have their spiritual receptors enlightened. You know? But anyway, one more precept. This is the book of Sirach 11. And I'm going to start at verses 27. It says, the affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure. You know, because of, you know, Jay get hemmed up and then they catching hell, they interrogating you. They're scaring y'all. We gonna give your ass 50 years, man. Take you away from your family. Niggas start singing. You know what I'm saying? And he forget the pleasure. Like, damn. It says, and in his ends, his deeds should be discovered. Yeah. Niggas start singing when they get that fire put on their ass. It says, judge none blessed before his death, for men should be known in his children. But bring not every man into thine house, for the deceitful man has many trains. You can't bring everybody into your house, man. Everybody ain't fucking right, man. And it's scary how the Lord is getting ready to reveal all this stuff, man. Even among our ranks, man. I say it all the time, man. It's going to be some scary. It's going to be some jaw droppings here in a little bit. It's like, nah, come on, bro. This can't be true. Are you serious? But, hey, the Lord said it here. It says, bring not every man into thine house, for the deceitful man has many trains. Like as a partridge taken and kept in a cage, so is a heart of the proud. And like as a spy, watcheth he for thy fall. Yeah, for he led them wait and turned good into evil. In things worthy to be praised, he will lay blame upon thee. So, hey, you out here speaking how about Shim, how shy. You saying America's going to be destroyed. You broke bread with this nigga. You know, he's going to take it all for bad. He's going to account all the drunk nights y'all had and all the time you were down in the spirit and you got angry. You know what I'm saying? And you wanted vengeance on the wicked. He's going to use that and say, yeah, he was talking about getting superpowers and exploding Edomites and hacking up Jakes. You know, niggas say some shit like that, man. You know, all because you in the spirit, you venting and you know the vengeance of the Lord. You know, and they'll use that. Niggas wearing wires and shit. You know, it says, and like as a spy watching for like fall. It says, for he lied in wait and turned good into evil, and things worthy praise will lay blame upon thee. And of a spark of fire a heap of coals is kindled, and a sinful man live for blood. But take it heed of a mischievous man, for he worketh wickedness, lest he bring upon thee a perpetual blot. And receive a stranger to thy house, and he will disturb thee, and turn thee out of thy own, man. So you got to be careful when you bring in your camp, man, in your house, in your church, around your fucking family. You got to be careful of your damn family, man. Like, I don't trust my family as far as I throw them, and I tell them that to their fucking face. I don't trust none of you clowns. As far as I'm concerned, all y'all can get the fuck away from me and stay straight up. And that's how I feel about it. Because as far as I'm concerned, they don't have our best interests anyway. You know, but anyway, I'm going to end it there, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And with that, Shalom and a Baba Shalom.